Welcome, and thanks for joining Basingstoke Salvation Army's daily devotional Battle Drill. For more information, go to basingstokesalvationarmy.sermon.net/battle_drill_daily_devotionals. Hello. We turn again today to Matthew chapter 11, but this time to verses 1 to 19. Jesus and John the Baptist. When Jesus had finished giving these instructions to his 12 disciples, he went out to teach and preach in towns throughout the region. John the Baptist, who was in prison, heard about all the things the Messiah was doing. So he sent his disciples to ask Jesus, "Are you the Messiah we've been expecting, or should we keep looking for someone else?" Jesus told them, "Go back to John and tell him what you have heard and seen. The blind see, the lame walk, those with leprosy are cured, the deaf hear, the dead are raised to life, and the good news is being preached to the poor." And he added, "God blesses those who do not fall away because of me." As John's disciples were leaving, Jesus began talking about him to the crowds. "What kind of man did you go into the wilderness to see? Was he a weak reed, swayed by every breath of wind? Or were you expecting to see a man dressed in expensive clothes? No, people with expensive clothes live in palaces. Were you looking for a prophet? Yes, and he is more than a prophet. John is the man to whom the scriptures refer when they say, 'Look, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, and he will prepare your way before you.' I tell you the truth, of all who have ever lived, none is greater than John the Baptist. Yet even the least person in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he is. And from the time John the Baptist began preaching until now, the kingdom of heaven has been forcefully advancing, and violent people are attacking it. For before John came, all the prophets and the law of Moses looked forward to this present time. And if you are willing to accept what I say, he is Elijah, the one the prophets said would come. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand." To what can I compare this generation? It is like children playing a game in the public square. They complain to their friends, "We played wedding songs and you didn't dance. So we played funeral songs and you didn't mourn." For John didn't spend his time eating and drinking, and you say, "He's possessed by a demon." The Son of Man, on the other hand, feasts and drinks, and you say, "He's a glutton and a drunkard, and a friend of tax collectors and other sinners." But wisdom is shown to be right by its results. Amen. Have you ever despaired of someone who can't, or more likely doesn't want to, see something that's as plain as their face? Have you ever exclaimed in frustration, "There's none so blind as those that can't see"? I don't suppose he ever said it in a frustrated tone, but throughout the Gospels, Jesus often says, anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. I wonder who he was talking to. The scribes and the Pharisees? The Jewish religious leaders who willfully failed to grasp what he was saying? The hard-hearted? The wicked? The chilling thing is that often, as in today's passage, he was talking to the crowds. In other words, people like you and like me. Are we deaf and blind to what Jesus is teaching? We may be sincere Jesus followers. We may want to do the right thing. We may want to be loving to those around us. But often the big issues in life, love, freedom, evil, eternity, forgiveness, grace, mercy and justice, even the nature of God himself, will expose our real thinking. Unfortunately, going to church, even listening to or reading these devotionals, do not of themselves guarantee the transformation in our listening and seeing that we need. We may think we believe in what Jesus taught us, But unless we're willing to reflect deeply on the big issues he tackles, listening carefully and seeing the world through his eyes, then we will mostly end up thinking like the world and those around us. As you think deeply about these words today, think about these questions. Have you thought deeply about the big issues of life? Does your thinking help you to be more loving and more obedient to Jesus' teaching? I hope to see you again soon for some more battle drills.
We hope you've been encouraged and equipped by this daily devotional. Why not find us on Facebook, Instagram or YouTube by searching for Basingstoke Salvation Army? And join us again soon for another battle drill. God bless you.